David Moyes has explained his decision to allow Harrison Armstrong to join Preston North End this summer on loan for the season. David said, "We could have kept Harrison, but I didn't know if he was going to be a starter yet. I thought he played really well against Mansfield. He's done well in other games he's been in as well, but I thought another 15 to 20 games in the Championship would be another stage for him. He's 18 years of age. And even though there are a couple of talented 17-year-olds playing in the Premier League at the moment, he's in the main, he's young for a midfield player. He's still got some physical attributes to grow into, so I'm hoping that Preston will be a good base for him to do that." And he's right. Listen, Harrison Armstrong's extremely talented, and I've got big hopes for him that he's going to come back stronger and ready to get involved in Everton's first team on a regular basis. He could have stayed, the manager's right, he would have got minutes here and there, but would that really have developed them? We've saw that sometimes keeping players and giving them minutes here and there doesn't really aid their development, whereas someone like Jared Brantwaite, of course, went out to Blackburn for half a season and then went to PSV. We saw how much he jumped up levels, came back and was in Everton's first team, and he was young for a centre-back. Playing in that position. So I really do feel like this will benefit Harrison Armstrong. He was brilliant at Derby County last season. So he goes to Preston and he came on for I think he got half an hour at the weekend in their 2-2 draw with Middlesbrough. So if he just builds on that from now and plays like we know he can come back and be banging on the door to get straight into this first team and stay in there. And that'd be brilliant for us to have a midfield player come through the academy and get in and be a mainstay in our team. So that's the sort of challenge that's been thrown down to him. And I think it'll do him really good to go to Preston and work with Paul Heckingbottom, who's decent manager, likes to develop players. And obviously Stuart McCall's there as well, who's a former Everton midfield player. Once scored 2 goals in an FA Cup final, of course, for Everton, Stuart McCall, but has done a lot, played midfield a lot, played for Scotland, and can really help Harrison Armstrong develop. So David Moyes explaining the decision to let the young midfielder join Preston on a season-long loan. Everton are in talks with Vitaly Mykolenko about extending the Ukrainian stay at the club. Obviously, his contract's up next summer. He's been in really good form, I think, since David Moyes took over back at Everton. He's been missing. He's only played 1 Premier League game so far this season. Everton are hopeful that he will be available for this Saturday's Merseyside derby, but talks are going well, apparently, and Everton are confident that the Ukrainian defender will commit his future to the club. And another player Everton are in talks with at the moment, and talks again, reportedly progressing well, with midfield player James Garner. Garner's been in excellent form this season. He's done really well since Moyes come back to the club, actually, in a variety of positions, but he's been brilliant this season and he's played twice at left back. But his best game, he's played 3 times now at left back, hasn't he, in the Premier League? His best game was at Wolves in that number 6 role, where is undoubtedly his best position. But he is out of contract this summer as well. Talks are going really well with him, apparently, and again, the club are confident he will commit his future to the football club. And finally, Everton's under-21 side were beaten 2-1 last night in the National Cup. Young striker Brien Graham scored again. He drew the Blues level in the second half, only for them to concede late on a goal that Paul Tate was absolutely furious with last night. But it took Graham's tally to 3 in the competition. He came off the bench in the last game against Solihull Moors with the Toffees 1-0 down and scored a brace to give them a 2-1 win. His goal last night, really well taken goal again. Only 17 years of age, showing lots of promise. He is a natural finisher, a little bit different to other players we have at the club. So hopefully that development continues with him. And I wonder if the club will look at maybe getting him out on loan in January to aid his development. We'll have to see. He is only 17. He's only just got in Paul Tate's under-21 side, but doing really, really well at the moment, and hopefully that'll continue. But a disappointing defeat for the Toffees at Tamworth. That is it for the news. Make sure you check out the 1878 FM podcast if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, do all that. We'll see you later.